Okay, so let's go through turning on the valve real quick. So the first thing we're going to have to do is open up the two battery compartments, the primary side and then the backup side. Both sides require two of these L92 AAA batteries. I've tried to mark, at least on the prototype version, that the plus on this side goes down. You can also look down there. The spring that's flatter, of course, takes the button. The spring that's sticking up touches the negative side of the battery. We can verify that here in just a second with the caps as well. So when you look at the caps, it's the reverse of the springs down there, so the longer one should go against the flat part here. It has a little catch on the bottom. You get that in, do that, and then we can tighten up the little screw that keeps it closed. Not too tight, it is just a nylon screw. Okay, so now the batteries are installed in both the primary and the backup side for the valve unit. Now we can go ahead and turn it on. I would suggest turning on the primary side first. If you turn on the backup side and it powers up and charges the supercapacitor in it before the primary side's on, it will immediately go into termination and cause you to have to redo this V-clamp. So let's go ahead and turn on the primary side. Press the button. You can see the Bluetooth status indicator and then just the general status indicator. The general status indicator will pulse if the supercap isn't charged. I've recently been testing with this, so the supercap is. So right now it's waiting for communication. The primary side's indicating the correct thing, so now we can go ahead and do the backup side. So we'll turn it on, hold it for just a second or two. Its light comes on. This 2 Hz blink is indicating that it's getting the heartbeat. Once again, its supercapacitor is charged up because I've been testing with this recently. If it wasn't, it's going to sit there and rapidly blink for a while. That blinking should stop after 3 minutes or so. If it doesn't, then it indicates that it's detected a continuity issue. So it first has to charge up the supercapacitor before it can actually do a continuity test of this burn wire. But anyway, this 2 Hz, somewhat slow flashing, indicates that it's getting a heartbeat from the primary side and it's active. At this point, you can take your smartphone or flight computer or whatever you're using to control it and connect up to the valve, and we can ask it to close. So, and there we go. It should start closing itself at this point. And you'll see once the valve starts pressing on its limit switch, it then goes through a sealing routine just to make sure that there's a good seal on the bottom there. So the valve's closed, everything's looking good there. Before we get to inflation, we'll of course have to open that valve to let your lift gas flow in, but the valve unit's on and ready to go.